Ladies and gentlemen, what's good? How we doing? How's life? We are back. Sunday show here, getting after it. We got obviously Thanksgiving games that we had. We had a turkey bowl where Jake shredded his calf. Uh, we have a I don't know what to call it, Brett Dunkel today because Ohio State 19.5 point favorite went down. That's okay. Like I was telling Jake before we hopped on here, ebbs and flows of rivalry. It happens. Ohio State still got everything in front of them though, so it'll be interesting to see how they come back from this one. Jake, how are you doing today? What's going on? What's the word?
What's up, Don? What's up, everybody? No, I'm doing pretty good. Just had some work this morning. You
Yeah.
know, me just getting that all settled in. Gonna have myself a nice Sunday afternoon here coming up. Got some football. Making Christmas cookies with Izzy today. We'll see how that goes.
Oh man.
Um, yeah, get it. Like you said, we had Thanksgiving. We'll talk about our Thanksgiving. We'll talk about the Turkey Bowl. Talk about football. We'll talk about college football. Maybe we got some Black Friday deals. Maybe we'll talk some about that, the ins and outs. We'll talk about sports, life, and everything that goes with it. But other than that, I'm humming. I'm humming this cold, brisk Sunday morning. What's up, senior? What's up, my man? Just saying what's up to him because I know he's gonna be watching, judging us today. Sorry, just gotta
Oh
say
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah,
Senior,
for sure.
we're
He
doing it
always.
legit. Did our
Yeah.
research. We have a plan. This isn't
Yeah.
just off the hip shoot. So one of these days we're gonna have to do a live stream of him and me going 1v1 in Call of Duty. We'll
Oh
probably have
my
to
God.
mute his mic though. I can
Bro.
I can be fine. I'll probably talk a lot of shit, but we'll mute his mic, not mine.
For sure.
So, but let's talk about you. What are you talking about? You want to talk about Thanksgiving football first? You want to go that route?
Yeah, let's start with that.
We had some good games.
So
In my opinion, they were good games. They were good.
so I mean, let's start off with the probably least entertaining game. Uh,
That's the
Green
snooze
Bay,
ball.
Green Bay just dominates Miami. I mean, Tua can't play ball in the cold.
No.
um, Kind of expected that. Going in, Green Bay's been playing some good ball. Um, Finally got the running game going, which always seems to help
Yep.
them. Late in December, early January, especially when you have that advantage of the cold weather. Now Green Bay goes to Detroit next week. Should be an entertaining Thursday night game.
It
Uh,
will be.
Excited for that. Look forward to that. I think it'll be a good test for both teams. I think Detroit hasn't looked the greatest, and I don't think Green Bay has beaten anybody in a little bit. That's a good quality opponent. So it'll be a good test for both. Um, I mean, Cowboys Giants, Jake. Again, kind of what we expected. Giants aren't great on offense this year. Probably going to be looking QB in the draft. Um, I mean, overall, Dallas they're probably not going to be able to make a run with Cooper Rush because
Nah.
Dak's done for the year. But I mean, where do you think the Giants go from here? I mean, it's been a dysfunctional year. They got rid of Daniel Jones. I actually don't think Daniel Jones is a horrible quarterback. I just think the situation was handled really bad, and when you don't put a person in a position to succeed, that's what's going to happen.
True.
So
True. No, like you said, that game, Giants, Cowboys, they kind of playing just for scraps. Giants are the first overall pick so far, so they're what are they 2-9 or something like that? I think they're something like that. They're
yeah,
not doing they ain't doing too hot, and I saw some reports saying like Shador Sanders gonna go there, Brian Dable he's gonna be gone, so that means Dion's gonna go there. So we'll see what happens. Um, I think obviously they're probably gonna go for a quarterback. So it depends on if the Sanders boys and everybody wants to go there, make way in New York. That'd be kind of cool, to be honest. Big city life. But to be honest with you, that's a terrible franchise. That is a no direction, no structure, no nothing there. So Same thing with the Cowboys. I mean, I feel like the Cowboys got big pieces, but they just don't use them. They got big money people. They just, they don't do it. And I think now you can definitely hum it down to like Jerry Jones, some with
Yep.
that owner structure. You can change all the play callers, head coach, players, from
The
everybody.
quarterback. I mean,
Yeah,
they've
and it's
they've done it all.
yeah, it's one variable. It's Jerry Jones, the
Yep.
Jones family, I should say. So, at some point, you got to put your ego to the side and just be like, you know what, this ain't the '90s anymore. I gotta give it to football guys. It's totally different than it was in the '80s, the
Yep.
'90s, the 2000s. It's analytic football. I mean, a few years ago, we thought it was just gonna be passed. Like these boys would be passing for 50 times a game and all that. There's some games like that. But now it's kind of going back traditional. It's like you got to have a balanced run game too. So it's like,
Yep.
hey, Jerry, I'm sorry, man. You should have paid for Saquon. You should have
Or Derrick Henry, bro.
Henry. You should have tried to get one of them. You shouldn't have paid the your three, Micah Parsons, CD Lamb, Dak Prescott. You shouldn't have paid them all that. I think they're like 63% of the salary cap or something like that is for them or something like that. It was like 53, 63. It's like, well, no wonder why you don't have anything. So, yeah, that's another franchise. Dolphins. I was listening to the Club Shay Shay podcast with him and uh,
Ocho.
Ocho, and they were talking about it's like when it's always been like that. When the weather hits under 32, it's 35 or below. The Dolphins as a franchise just blow. It's like, no offense, the only time they ever went to the Super Bowl is because they had they were the number one seed. I mean,
Home field.
yep, you got to have home field the whole time, and it's
Yep.
just like you got to get past that at some point. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Dolphins. They might squeak in as a wild card. They may not. I don't know, to be honest with you. Packers are humming now. They're humming at the right time. They're getting the run game going, especially as the Fahrenheit gets lower.
Yep.
You got to get that run game, and especially with the wind in Lambeau and the wind and the cold, you just get that run game with Josh Jacobs going, a big powerful back. I feel like I hear Tom Brady like talk about Josh Jacobs sexualizing him, like, oh, he's so thick down below. It's like, all right, chill. But it's true. He's a big boy. It's tough to bring him
Well,
down.
and I think like going back to your point, it's like look at these teams that paid running backs this year, right?
Yo,
Baltimore Ravens, really good record. Okay,
yo,
humming, all cylinders. Saquon Barkley, 255 yards last week. Saquon need another big day for my fantasy team. Okay, we're trying to make a playoff push here. Thumbs up. Uh, and then Josh Jacobs with the Packers.
yo,
And you talk about those three teams alone said, hey, we're going to go away from the just drafting and getting younger at the running back position or getting worse. And these teams have gotten better. And even Detroit, I mean, they
yeah.
signed David Montgomery, but they also drafted Jameer Gibbs, and you see how that duo is coming along. So if you look at the best running games in the league, really they paid their running backs. And as much as I hate to say it, you need that hard nosed football for winning. Those are the teams that win down the stretch. Like, I mean, the Chiefs, man, they've won. They've been good. They have Isaiah Pacheco. They signed Kareem Hunt. These guys are playing well in that offense. They just find these guys find ways to make it work with the running and the you obviously Mahomes generational talent, whatever. Oh, here's a guy. Chris
Yeah.
Collinsworth, can't wait to hear him say that about Josh Allen 50 million times tonight in the snow globe, but we'll get to that later. But I mean, yeah, man, like it's running the ball, good coaching, good defense, and a good quarterback. That's what wins you the games
Oh
down the
yeah.
stretch.
I
So,
think it's gonna be deadly. I think I mean, you see it now. More teams and the lines are just highlighting it. Getting that two back
yep,
system, it keeps their legs fresh. It keeps the offense different, and then to be able to have two running backs that can catch the ball and run the ball is phenomenal. That's the new wave. To me, it's like the
yep,
NBA switched to a 3-point league. Well, I think the NFL. I believe this is going to be the way. Is two running backs. You get a good wide receiver core. Obviously, your offensive line has to be amazing, but that's going to be the wave. Keep it spread. move the ball, a little
Yep.
misdirection, movement. That's the biggest way. I mean, you know it, you're a football coach. That's just how it's going to be. So, like you said, these teams are going to have to they're going to have to be doing the draft, trading, and free agency for running backs and keeping it fresh and new. But no, it's definitely going to
Yep.
be something. I mean, I know the Bears' record isn't that, but in my opinion, I think the Bears' offense this year looks better than it was last year in the sense of like just not one player like Justin Fields running around. Like it's more.
Yep.
It's an
Right.
overall better. Like they signed DeAndre Swift, you know, and Rashawn Johnson, who he's hurt, he's got a concussion, but you know they signed some boys and drafted some boys, and no, you need to have running backs for sure. And I'm glad that they're coming back. So no, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Definitely, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, you
Now,
want to talk? What's up?
now let's get to the game, dude. That I mean, what the heck happened to the Chicago Bears, bro?
Dude, it's insane.
Like, so my biggest thing, okay, you
Yep.
come out on Thanksgiving. The
Yep.
Bears were down what, 16-0. Should have been
Yep.
down like 30 something, probably,
Yeah, I
right?
think they kicked
Like,
3 field goals or something like that in the first half or
yeah,
two.
yeah, like should have been 28, 30
Mhm.
point, whatever. Um, Defense keeps them in it, but like, man, the Bears have got to start better. Like, when you go down and I mean, yeah, obviously you can say what you want about the end of the game, whatever. They had a chance, absolutely. But when you start down 16-0, you have to play perfect to come
Especially
back.
the best team in the NFL.
I mean, yeah, especially against any team. I mean, it's hard when you put yourself behind the eight ball. I mean, I know 16 points is two scores, but it's really, really three. Okay,
Mhm.
it just is because 2 point conversions are not what they used to be, where like people were just getting them left and right.
Yep.
Um, but I mean, Jake, like, where do you go from here? I mean, you fired Eberflus.
Yep.
You obviously, I think, are playing better, but I mean, like, at some point, you got to figure out ways to win games, and the Bears are coming up with new ways to lose games.
It's different every week, at least. You know, at least it's not one consistent thing. But no, I think the right move is to fire Matt Eberflus. Um, you know, we fired the offensive coordinator. We fired the defensive coordinator last year with the first 3 games or whatever it was. Shane Waldron had like, I don't know, 8 games to him. Matt
Yeah.
Eberflus has like a losing record, and I think they said something like in 1-score games, Matt Eberflus has been in like, I think it was like 26 or something 1-score games, and he's won 2 of them. It's like, well, that's, dude, the NFL is almost every single game is going to be 1 to 2 scores, like, you know, 1.5 scores if you count a field goal, you know. So it's like, I don't know where you go from there. To be honest with you, I mean, I told you this, I've told your dad this, I've told everybody, in my opinion, I would not go for some coordinator. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go like,
Oh,
you know, Ben Johnson's a really cool name, but we've had that route before with Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy, before he had the reputation of what he did from Chicago, was a up and coming, you know, coordinator from Kansas City who made Patrick Mahomes who he is. You know, he comes to the Bears and it's bad, you know. Or Matt Eberflus was a defensive guru was the name. Well, it came out bad, you know. There's a difference between a head coach and a coordinator. You know what I mean? You got to worry about certain things, you know. Whereas
yeah.
a head coach, I'm a manager. I gotta keep sure everybody's in the right space. I gotta make sure that everyone's doing their job, you know. And so there's completely different roles when it comes to that. You know, you're setting the tone of the team. So for me, like I said, I want to see people like, it doesn't have to be hired, just at least get a meeting, like Mike Vrabel. Fuck it, just a name would be like a Bill Belichick, John
Yeah.
Gruden, you know, someone that's done the job, knows the job, is like just a hard-nosed kind of guy. That's what Chicago is. That's what we need, because we're going against teams that are going to be like the Lions, the Packers, the 49ers once the, you know, probably next year once they finally get, you know, all their injuries out and everything.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, you know, like teams like that where they're just tough, hard-nosed teams where you got to win in the trenches, and that's what you need. I think our, you know, interim head coach, you know, Mr. Brown, he's doing a good job at the OC. These last 2
Yeah.
games, he's been doing pretty hot. I feel bad for the guy. Like I text you, I feel bad for him because it's like 3 weeks ago you were just a tight ends coach. You know what I mean? All of a sudden now you're the technically almost like a face of the franchise, you know, as a head coach. So It'll be interesting seeing what they do on that end. I personally think you go for someone that's proven. Maybe you see how Brown does as the offensive coordinator. But like you said, we got to start off hot. We got to get it going. Caleb is looking pretty good, in my opinion. I think obviously there's going to be rookie mistakes, but he is looking pretty good. Like, in my opinion, I feel more confident with him than I did with Justin Fields and Mitch Trubisky the last, 8 years. I think that with a good offensive line, I'm not saying great. It doesn't have to be like a Eagles or a Cowboys offensive line. It could be just like a decent offensive line. I think the Bears could potentially compete for the NFC North next year. But having said that, you've had 8 years to build an offensive line and you haven't done it yet. So I'm not going to hold my breath. So
Yeah.
he's looking poised. He's looking good.
I think he's a little up and down. I
Yeah,
I
I expected that. He's a rookie. So
I think that they need to bring in somebody that's had a relationship with Caleb.
there's two in mind. I'll tell you that.
That's what I think. I would go throw the bag at Lincoln Riley.
There's Lincoln Riley. That's one that has the odds, and Cliff Kingsbury from the
Yeah. I
Commanders, Redskins, whatever you want to call them.
Because for the Bears to do anything, their quarterback has to be the guy.
Yeah.
And you need somebody that knows how to help Caleb be the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my only thing. I mean, I get the hard nose. I would try and get one of those guys absolutely. I don't know if Belichick would go there.
It'd be tough.
I John Gruden is tough because I don't know if he wants to coach anymore,
Yeah, he just
and
barstool.
I don't know about Mike Vrabel, man. I don't know. Uh, I have no idea
And
what he wants to do.
fucking
I,
Salah. I like the old Jets coach. He had a very
you know,
bad situation. Never know. Maybe get Salah over here. Get him away from the Packers. He's helping out the Packers as a consultant or something like that
yeah,
now for the
yeah,
defense. You guys are like what 5-1 since you guys hired him, so
yep,
that's pretty cool. But
yeah,
yeah,
smart move.
he's a smart guy. He's a smart guy.
Um, all right, so Turkey Bowl, a lot of fun, man.
I'm glad you came out. I'm glad you participated in the
I
hungover
did,
turkey bowl, man. You had yourself
yeah.
quite an afternoon. You kind of look like a Gonzalez out there with tight end slot. You are Rob Gronkowski, Travis Kelsey, Gonzalez, Gates, the typical names. Mike Ditka, man. You got yourself what? I would say like 7 catches for about 125 yards, man. If we're gonna multiply it on a real field, I think you might
Right.
have had yourself there. So
Shit.
we just got to get you in the end zone one of these times, all right?
Yeah, you had a lot of fun, made some good catches, made some throws. Uh, got hurt at the end, but it
Oh,
looked like you were having a good time out there.
oh yeah, I had to bring the MVP home, man. I had to do that for the home brand. So
That was huge.
maybe next year we get some people like some of our own friends, some of
Yeah,
some.
Adams and Satara. Fucking A.
Yeah, Ethan. We got to get them out there. Maybe we can get Jack and
I
maybe
don't.
some.
Ethan bailed on us, bro.
Well, he was too hungover. He said I set the alarm
Oh
for
man.
us. He said I set the alarm for 7:30 at night. I said, man, you hit snooze, but no, maybe next year we live stream the Turkey Bowl or something like that.
Yes, I like that.
Try to get that huddle camera going for the whole thing. That'd be pretty cool. But no, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we make something out of it. That'd be pretty fun. I feel like that would be pretty good. I'm glad we did that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
How was your
Chiefs.
Thanksgiving though? How was your Thanksgiving though? How was it? How was everything? You want to talk about that Thanksgiving? I heard it was pretty good from Senior and you yesterday.
Dude, it was good. A lot of fun. Senior was on another level. Mark was on another level. Um, it's like when those guys get together, it's just like problems start, which makes sense. Whatever. It's Thanksgiving. Didn't didn't uh eat my eat too much this year.
Yeah.
I kind of stayed true to like, I want to be good. I've been doing well with the eating better, and obviously it helped that like we did the turkey bowl in the morning, so I felt like okay, like I had two pieces of pumpkin pie because I'm like did the turkey bowl, so worked out a little bit, moved around
Yes.
for a lot during the day, so but yeah, man, good food. It's always weird to me because like Thanksgiving food, like it's just like it's only good on that day for
Yeah.
me. Like it's like if I have it any other day, it's like it's good, but it's not like holy cow, this is the best thing ever.
True. 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 All
What
right. You
about
ever,
you, buddy?
I mean, to be honest with you, I agree with you. I can't have Thanksgiving food. I think turkey's terrible. I think that's an awful idea to have it on that. It's dry. It's boring. You
I
know, it's a
like
terrible.
ham. I
Yeah, it's
like
a dumb,
ham.
terrible bird. The bird is one of the dumbest birds in the kingdom. I'm not gonna eat no dumb bird. Call me Harbaugh. You know, I don't do none of that. But no, I think you're right. We had a good 2.5, 2 hour, 2.5 hour football session in the morning. So I was like, man, I get my sweets on. My sweet tooth's gonna be going.
Yeah.
I had some chicken legs. I had some mashed potatoes. What else I had? All the desserts, so cookies. I made a cake. Oh, the cake was good. Chocolate
You
cake,
made
of
a
course.
cake.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I ate a cake. So yeah, I had to have that. Oh, apple pie. Oof, oof. You ever seen one of those, bar stool drafts where it's like a snake draft where it's like, make your plate?
Yeah.
You want to do one
That's
right now with Thanksgiving food, your all-time Thanksgiving food. I'll let you go first, and then I'll go. Go for it. Let's hear it.
All right, so
We-
we're doing like the meal and then the sides, the
Yeah,
meal,
yeah,
sides and
yeah.
dessert.
How about this? Yeah, yeah. And then we can't say the same one. So how about this? Do 3 foods and then 2 desserts. How about that? We'll make it quick.
Let's do a main piece, like a
Yeah.
turkey ham, two sides and two desserts. All right.
All right. All right. I'll let
All
you
right.
go first. Let's hear it. And you can't
I'm
say the
I'm
same one.
taking
Let's hear it.
I'm taking ham, brother.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's good. It's flavorful. It's
Yeah.
juicy. You
Yep.
can't go wrong with a nice, store-bought ham. All right. Well, for my main course, I'm gonna go turducken. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, I'm
Ooh,
gonna go with that.
turducken.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you get a little bit of everything in that. You never know what you're gonna get. All right.
Right.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna
with
go.
what you got?
I'm gonna go sweet potato casserole, brother.
Ah,
With the marshmallows on top, baby.
damn, bro. Those are so good. Damn, dude. Your plate's looking pretty good. Your plate's looking good. All right, I'm gonna go cheesy potatoes, but I'm gonna do it
Oh,
cubes. And then you throw a little extra sour cream in there in the crock pot, let it simmer for a little bit. It gets so creamy like. Oh yeah. Nah, I'm gonna go with that. All right. Damn.
all right.
What's
And
your
then
one?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go cream corn, brother.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
I,
All
I
right.
had that. I had that on Thursday. That
Yeah.
stuff was gas, man.
It's good. It's good stuff. That's what I'm trying to tell you. See,
Yep.
I'm not a green bean casserole guy. Hell no, that stuff's trash.
Oh,
My final pick to complete my plate, I'm gonna go good homemade stuffing. Or
oh.
some people call it dressing. Some people call it dressing. So I'm gonna call it stuffing. But yeah, but the way the grandma makes it with the apples and the cranberries in there, I'm not gonna go no store bought over the stove type shit. No. So
Yeah, yeah,
but for my
yeah, for
dessert,
sure.
I'll start since I let you go, I'll go dessert
Yeah,
first overall. Yeah. I'm taking it right from you. I'm going apple pie. That good ass homemade apple pie where I'm like, it's one pie for this guy. All right. I mean a whole freaking pie to myself. All right. That's how we do it. Do a turkey bowl, then I get a pie.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna go pumpkin bars. So
Oh,
it's like a pumpkin cake with
yeah.
frosting on top. Fire.
Damn. That's
I
good
had
stuff.
that this weekend. Yeah.
Okay. Now I don't know if you guys do this, but this is what we do. Like if we go to Max's house or Matthew's house, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? That side of the family, we usually do this. It's what's it called? It's like that the pudding. What is that? It's like we call
Bread
it dirt.
pudding.
No, we call it dirt. We call it dirt at my house. It's like you get Oreos, you get chocolate pudding, you get
Oh,
some whipped.
volcano.
Yeah, we call it dirt, but yeah, that's what we do. And then you eat that. But it's like a dirt pie. I just love pie.
Oh
Pie's the
man.
best in my opinion. So that's what we do. We call it dirt pie. So I'll have to go with those two, and then it's good.
All right, and then for my last dessert, I'm gonna go cherry pie, man.
Oh, that's a classic. Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
Classic. I like that. Good.
yeah.
All right. All right.
And
Now,
then
before,
and then what's your let me ask you this.
yeah.
What's your go-to Thanksgiving cocktail?
Ooh. See, because a
Yeah.
lot of people, they get messed up on that Wednesday before. I mean, you and I saw firsthand on that Blackout
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah. Yeah.
If it's for me, I like the sweeter thing, so I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go a simple spiked Arnold Palmer. I think it's flavorful. I think it's
Okay.
sweet. I think you
Okay.
can get a few of those. It's got a little bit of every season in there. A little lemonade, a little iced tea. Put a little booze in that bitch.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna say Caymans. Any type of Cayman Jack.
Those are your new flavor. What's your favorite flavor one? You've been experimenting with them all. What's your favorite?
So I like the Paloma, but you
What?
gotta add a little bit of pineapple to it, like the
Mm,
pineapple juice. Yeah.
oh, all
So
right.
I had two of those on Thanksgiving, and then I
Okay.
fell asleep. So yeah.
Speaking of that, though, what would you rather watch? Christmas Day basketball or Thanksgiving football? That's a big one.
Thanksgiving football, no
Why?
doubt.
Why is that?
Um. Well, I feel like there's more energy towards it now.
Yeah.
Um. Like if you would have asked me that, like for example, when LeBron and Golden State were going at it on
Yep.
Christmas, like, and then Durant was going at it with, like when those when those matchups were going on in that late 2010s, it was
Yep.
fire. But now
Yep.
it's like, yeah, like you still get LeBron versus Steph, but neither of them are really at the peak of their powers.
Yeah.
Like the Nuggets are having a down year. Luca's a really amazing player, but he's hurt.
And he's just
Um,
he's a baby bitch.
yeah. So now my one caveat is also I think NFL kind of took some of the specialness away from it by putting
Okay.
football on Christmas too.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I mean that's kind of selfish of the NFL. They should have, that's
Yeah.
that's the NBA's day. If I'm an NBA, I'm gonna be like, yo, what are you doing? It's not like we're putting games on Thanksgiving. It's not like we're putting games during your Super Bowl or anything like that. It's like you got to be fair like that. You got to. But no, I agree with you 100%. The NBA has lost its touch on Christmas Day. I think it's overrated now. They don't really have any cool, Christmas jerseys. They got a little bit a hint into it, but like when we were kids, it was Kobe. You remember that Kobe game? You remember the Lakers versus the Bulls. You know what I mean? Like, what was that, 2010, 11, whatever that was? You remember
Yeah.
that Kobe. You remember, like you said, I feel like the last good game was like the Cavs versus the Warriors, when they were going at it for the 5 years or whatever it was. That's the last time it was good. It lost its magic. I wish they did more with the Christmas spirit of it, or
Yeah.
the holiday spirit, and it kind of
Well,
lost its touch. So,
do you think if they brought back like the Christmas jerseys, it would feel special
yeah, I think
again?
they're gonna have to do Christmas jerseys, shoes. Uh, they need some like actual good like okay, you can put two good teams against each other and make a good game,
Yeah.
but when it comes to something like that, you want a good story behind it. So you got to take two teams that almost hate each other, or it's a good rivalry of some sort, like
Yeah.
Boston and Lakers, but to be honest with you, they don't hate each other. It's just a historic game. So it's like, no, you got to take like Timberwolves versus the Nuggets, Timberwolves versus the Suns, because those two teams or Timberwolves and Mavericks, because those teams were going at it last year in the playoffs. You got to
Yeah.
have your prime star player, Anthony.
Boston and Cleveland.
Yes, teams that just I don't know why, because that sells. You got to sell the story. I don't like you. You don't like
Lakers and Grizzlies.
exactly. Have John Morant out there,
Yeah.
or Grizzlies and what's their nuts? Timberwolves. You got to have teams
Yeah.
like that. It sells.
Yeah,
It'll sell. So,
yeah.
they got to be able to do something like that. But no, Thanksgiving football, the one caveat is they always have the Cowboys on there. Get the Cowboys off. Nobody
Well,
wants to see the
it's
time.
it's a tradition. That's the thing.
I know, but it's like you got. I feel like you got to keep it on there. You got get them off. You want your best of the best, get them out. Lions,
Well,
just because they're hot right now, you can keep them. But once I feel like
well,
that's gonna be your teams.
dude, I think they need to pick better games.
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
Bears Lions is a good game. Like
Yeah.
Giants and Cowboys right now is not a good game. You need to put the Eagles and you need to put the Cowboys on there. And then for
Yeah.
the Lions, you need to have them play Green Bay or the Bears. At,
Mm-hmm.
every other year, just alternate it. And then for the night game, I'm sorry, but it should be like the the two best teams going into the season, right? Like
Yes.
Chiefs, Eagles, Ravens, Bills, something like that. Something where
I
it's
was
like,
thinking
oh
that one.
my God,
I was
it
thinking
is a
that.
big game. And like, yeah, going into the year, probably Miami, Green Bay. I would think that would be maybe a good matchup because Miami was projected to be good, but it's like, dude, like uh, you have to put Mahomes, Lamar, Saquon. You
Yeah.
you got to put your stars out there. Like
Yeah.
I would
That's
have
prime
I would
time
have
television.
I would have loved to see Chiefs at Eagles on Thanksgiving. Like, come on, man. Like that'd
Yeah.
be the night game. Like you're sitting down, you're like, oh man, I just ate a bunch of food, I'm chilling, and then oh yeah, like Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts in Philadelphia.
Exactly. And
Okay,
I think to make Thanksgiving football even better, like what we just said, I think they should do. But even to make it even better, I would drop the times that they're on by like half an hour so that the first game starts at 11,
yeah,
which what was it, 11:30?
yeah,
Make it a true 11 o'clock because when they say 11:30, like it might be like make it a true 11 o'clock so that that night game starts around like
seven,
6:30, somewhere around there. You know what I mean? Like drop it down a little bit. Like for the Super Bowl, this is a prime time game. We're gonna put that so it starts at 5:30, 6 o'clock, whatever the hell it is. Make it so that you can watch the whole game and then go
yeah,
to bed. That's what
right.
I think they should have done because this everybody has off that Friday usually, except if you're a first responder or some, essential worker. Shout out Brett Dunkel, and you just drop them down like that. I think that's how you do it, and I
Yeah,
think that's another way that the NFL could go above and beyond. But and maybe make it fun, make it more fun. Because I remember when like Ezekiel Elliott used to be jumping into the kettlebell and all that. Make it fun. You know what I mean? Like have it so that there's like besides the turkey, have a mascot to try different stuff. I think you got to make it more fun. Don't be just like an old stooge.
yeah, for sure. Um, Chiefs win. Obviously, kind of expected that. They just keep winning close games.
Yeah. I
They're
I can't tell you how they're doing it. It's like voodoo magic. I don't know how to tell you about it.
I dude, they're so banged up and they're just finding ways to win. Like if they get healthy, look out.
Which
'Cause
Pacheco's coming back next week or yeah, something like that I saw.
Pacheco is back next week. Hollywood Brown in 2 weeks. I mean, they're gonna get healthy fast.
And
So
at the right time too. Just enough time to start oiling up and get ready to go. No Diddy.
now, Jake, I do think that we should save college football till the new CFP rankings come out because
Okay.
that's going to give us a lot to talk about with where teams are,
So you
conference
want to talk to me? You
championship
want to talk to me on?
games.
You want to talk to me on Monday? Is that what I'm hearing? This is a set. We have a
Wednesday,
second date.
Wednesday.
They're not coming out till Wednesday.
They come out Tuesday night.
Oh, that is right. All right. So you want to talk to me on Wednesday then?
Yeah,
All right. It's a date.
if possible.
All
We
right.
could do it after. We could do it after like work or whatever because I got class, so we could shoot for like a 9:30 something like that.
Okay. It's a date.
All right.
Oh, I'll be in Texas. I'll be in Texas then, so we'll be on the road.
Perfect. Whatever
All
works.
right. Perfect. All right. That'll work. Maybe I'll do it on the flight. Maybe I'll be in 30,000 feet above the air doing this with you.
Nice.
Hopefully
I
the plane,
love
hopefully the plane doesn't go down.
it. Jesus Christ. All
That's
right.
good.
Picks for today. All
All
right.
right. Want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right, hit me.
Well, we'll just do them together. I'll say the games. I got it pulled up here.
All right.
Colts Patriots.
Give me the Colts. Because wait, or is it in Foxborough?
It is in Foxborough.
Give me the Colts still. I think Anthony Richards has an Anthony. I think he goes 2 for 2, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. But they
Yeah,
win.
give me the Colts. Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Really good year. Like him to have a big day. Steelers Bengals. Bengals
Bengals.
need a win.
Bengals, please. I need Joe Burrow. Bengals. I think Bengals are going to win by like a close one. Probably be like 14-11 or something.
I think Pittsburgh. Sadly, the Bengals defense is not good, man. Like
Oh,
they're so bad.
they are.
They're,
The
they're
defense is so bad.
they're like 25th or worse in every defensive statistical category.
I still believe in them. Give me enough offense, it'll be fine.
Okay. Chargers at Falcons. Really interesting game here.
That'll be a good game. Where's it usually say Chargers at Falcons or Falcons at Chargers?
Falcons are the home team.
Give me the Falcons just for that reason.
Same. Agreed,
Yeah.
yeah. Seahawks at the Jets.
Oh, another where you got to go. It's just such a Jets win coming this way. It's just like their team. You're already done. Your season sucks. You're probably gonna get rid of everybody. Just give me a Jets. Like really low
Yeah.
scoring game. Just give me Jets.
I like the Jets too. Texans at the Jaguars.
What was that? Hold on, Brett. I think I'm getting shot up. He's out here trying to shoot us. She just got out here. Who was the teams?
Texans at Jaguars.
Give me the Texans. They deserve a win. Not just
Yeah.
that. I just think the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence isn't playing, as well as it's just the freaking Jaguars. They blow.
Yep, I agree 1000%. Cardinals at the Vikings. Really interesting game
Ooh,
here.
that's gonna be a good game. I think. I think the Vikings are gonna win just because they got some mojo going. Sam Darnold kind of broke through his slump a little bit last week, which was really good. Jay Jetta, he's probably gonna have a good game. I don't know. Cardinals don't really have that much, so give me the Vikings.
I agree.
We're agreeing a lot today.
Yeah, I mean,
I like it.
Games are just kind of how we see them.
Yeah.
Titans at the Commanders.
Give me the Commies, Redskins, whatever you want to call them. Give me them.
Yeah, they got to get a win. They've been struggling. I like Washington. Buccaneers at Carolina Panthers.
Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield's humming. He's doing hot. Yeah, but it's the Panthers. Bryce Young, last 2 games looking half decent. Not decent, half decent, but give me the Buccaneers.
Yeah, same. Without a doubt. Bucks big.
Ooh.
Rams at the Saints.
Ooh. Give me Saints. Give me an upset. Give me Saints.
Yeah, give me the Rams. They're playing really good ball. Lost to Red Hot Philly last week. Need a win to stay in it. I think they win today. I don't trust the Saints defense against that offense. Game of the week, in my opinion. Eagles at the Ravens.
That's gonna be that's 325, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good game. Oh,
with your boy Jim Nance, Tony Romo.
Yeah, I don't know, Jim. Give me Ravens. I'm gonna say the Ravens are gonna win this one just because Eagles are on the road. I don't think the Eagle. I think like what? Let me do my math real quick. I think the Eagles are the 4th or the 5th best team in the NFC. Ravens are top 3 in the AFC. Lamar's gonna have himself a good game, but I expect this to be like high 20s, 30s type scoring game. I think it's gonna be who got like obviously it makes sense, but you got to get touchdowns, not field goals in this game for sure. Yep. So don't be fooled if you see a few going for it on 4th down.
So you like the Ravens?
Yeah, give me the Ravens.
I'm gonna take Philly, man. them to me they're one of the teams that are just flying on all cylinders right now. Saquon
Yeah.
Barkley running the ball, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown's back and healthy, and he's just balling. Um, I think the key X factor in this game is really the Eagles secondary. They have a
Yeah.
very underrated secondary. I think they're going to have a great game today.
I mean,
Now,
true. True.
49ers Bills in the snow.
Give me the
Give me
Bills.
Buffalo. San Fran's in free for all, and they're going to
There's like,
get pushed even
yeah,
further.
there's like 3 feet of snow there right now. It's just the 49ers are just banged up. It's just not looking hot for them.
Now, I'm assuming we're both on the Broncos here. Browns
Broncos,
at the Broncos.
give me the Broncos. He's doing good. Bo Nix is doing good.
All right, Jake. Any last words before we end it for today?
Brett, make sure you do your fantasy football. I want every
I
league to be
did.
done.
I did.
Cheap
Everything's
wins
done.
for anybody. All right, every single fantasy football league, you do it, please.
I did. We're all good.
All right, good. Any bets? You putting in any bets today?
Yeah, I sent them to you.
Yeah. What's one that you're looking forward to?
Derrick Henry to score a touchdown.
Okay.
Saquon to score a touchdown. Jay Jettas to score a touchdown. Joe Mixon and Mike Evans to all score touchdowns.
Okay. All right.
That's the one I got most
And when that one
confidence in.
hits, you're taking me to Fiji.
Sure.
I bet. Perfect. All right,
All
Brett. Well, you
right.
have yourself a good Sunday. All right. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Stay warm.
Don't burn the house down.
Yeah, I'm looking around. I don't know what the hell is going on in here. So, wish me luck. If you see me on the
Well,
6 o'clock news tonight, you know why.
Jake, what is going on in there? Can you give us a little play-by-play?
Brett, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This house is haunted, and we totally just heard something just absolutely smack upstairs. So, yeah, I'm as good as dead.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Rick just said you should tell the Bears how to coach their team. So,
Oh, okay. Hey, that's real
I'll
classy, Rick. On my last few
I'll,
minutes here, you can tell me that. Okay.
I'll leave you with that. Have a good day, brother.
All right, Tom Brady and Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Take care, bud.
Yeah, bye.